Good evening, everyone. Buck is already ready for his dinner. Hold on, I gotta grab his dinner right here. I stick this in a bucket for now because if I put it on the floor, the ants will attack it. Right? And then we're gonna have ants all over your food. Okay, I just added more ice water to his bucket. You look good, Buck. He's definitely been rubbing because one of his antlers look like they have like a scratch on it. It's too early to be rubbing. Unless he was probably itchy. The blue jays are around because I just threw seeded bread. A few of them came down and grabbed the seeded bread. So the blue jays are around. That's them right now, chirping. I didn't see Simon today all day. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, there's more blue jays, you see? They're grabbing seeded bread. There's a Bluey. Bluey and his friends. Bluey brings his whole family now, I noticed. Every morning and evening, his whole family comes. So it's not just one blue jay anymore. Now it's like 3 or 4 of them that come. You enjoying yummy cold apples? Buck is enjoying his fruits. You enjoying your fruits, my big boy? Wow, you're eating those apples quick. And I cut up 2 apples. One of them I try to slice really thin, so I figure I'll take him slower to eat it. Yeah, right. No matter how I cut his apples, he eats them fast. Eat one more. Eat one more. Good boy. Okay, now the next course. I gotta grab his next course. Hold on, guys. We got butternut squash and strawberries. Some of the strawberries I sliced in half, and then there's some solid ones in there. Here, Buck. Bon appetit. Now he's enjoying his goodies. And it's good too because the fruits, everything are nice and cold. Where, you know, because I keep my fruit. I noticed the apples, they last longer when you put them in the fridge. If you keep them out, they don't last too long. So I always keep Buck's apples in the fridge. Like even in the winter, I keep them in the fridge. But in the winter, I'll take them out like a half hour before I feed him, just so I give him room temperature apples instead of really like cold apples. Because I try and make him understand, like I don't want him eating cold stuff, like, you know, in the winter when it's already cold out. Look at these blue jays. Look at Bluey and his friends. One of them is Bluey. I don't know which one, honestly. If I had peanuts and I had to throw peanuts, I would have figured out which one, just by their personalities. But when they're together like that, I don't know which one is Bluey. But you see, Bluey brings his friends, his family, everybody. He brings everybody now. He's like, everybody, come on, let's go. The food lady's there. I threw a handful of corn, because I know the squirrels, they love the corn. I threw seeded bread, all like there and over the hill. Because I know if I threw most of the bread by the tree, this one will eat it all. Because now once he's done with his corn, he's going to go eat the bread that's close by. So that's why now I start flinging the bread over the hill where Buck doesn't get to it. And everybody else could get to it, you know? But it's just me and Buck at the spot. I would say Bluey and his friends too, and his family, but they're not really staying. They grabbed the bread and they left. Red, the carnival probably will be showing up soon. That antler, the antler on his, it's our left. Yeah, so our left side, so his left antler. Oh my God, it's like spreading and shooting up so quickly before that antler, the right one. Crazy. I thought they're supposed to be doing the same thing, but it's like they're on a race right now. Both of his antlers like, no, I'm gonna get bigger first, because that one is like forking out, like, you know, compared to the other one. I don't know how many points he's gonna be this year. Last year he was 8. I heard some people say that sometimes deers, the male deers, they could have the same points 2 years in a row. So, I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, his antlers aren't fully grown out yet, so that's why we won't know yet. I'll know by the end of July by looking at his antlers. Oh, good. A squirrel's coming to join us. There you go, my little chunky monkey. Oh, he grabbed a piece of bread and he's running off. Yeah, a lot of them. How the hell did I get ants off my hands? What the hell? What is that? It's like when you hang out like in that area, like ants fall on you. Either from the trees. I gotta tell my father-in-law he has to take this tree out. It did not stick. He put this tree here to make it look a little bit more greener here and nice. But it died. So he's gonna have to take it out because that thing's gonna start making mosquitoes eventually. Right, Buck? And then me and you are gonna be surrounded by mosquitoes. I gotta tell no, he's gotta remove that. Because that's just taking up space that it's not even doing anything. His apple tree is still blooming. Buck ate most of the leaves on top. It did have leaves on top, but Buck ate most of them. Because I should have never planted it in front of him. That was where my mistake. I planted it literally right in front of him. I should have never done that. Because he seen me where I planted it. And then once I left, he hopped over the fence and he walked all the way over here and he ate some of the apple tree. Right, Buck? Mommy can't plant nothing in front of you. That's why even if I have to plant stuff on his side, I can't do it in front of him. If I do it in front of him and he sees it, he's going to walk up to it then and eat it. Oh, it's such a beautiful evening. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty warm today, but I think it was like a beautiful day because you had like the breeze. Honestly, I feel like we only had a few like really, really hot days, like really, really hot days, like 90s, like that was in the 90s. But I know July, now that, you know, it's the beginning of July, we're probably definitely going to get hot days and the beginning of August. But I have to say, the month of June, we had a few beautiful days, even today. I mean, I know it's July now, we're in July, but today was a gorgeous day too. Like it's warm out, but you have a breeze where it's nice. It feels nice to be out. Like it doesn't feel so muggy and hot, you know? Guys, tomorrow's already 4th of July. I hope, because I'm not going to be home, so I won't be like here to see, like, you know, usually around my neighborhood, they don't really do a lot of fireworks, like around this neighborhood. They do more fireworks by the parks, the beaches, like things like that, which is, you know, it's not close by our house, so we don't have to worry about that. But I feel bad for Buck, like, you know, because tomorrow he's going to be hearing boom, 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 like all through the night. Because everybody starts their fireworks usually at like 7 p.m., 6 p.m., all the way up to what, like 10 p.m., I would say. Sometimes even 11. Because then you have the young teenagers that will keep going and going, you know, till midnight. So I feel so bad for Buck on 4th of July. Every year, I always think about him. I go, aw. Especially his ears, they're so sensitive, you know. They're like very sensitive. Like, you know, they could pick up, their hearing is so strong that they could pick it up from miles away. So imagine him hearing these fireworks. It must like go right through his ears like that. He hears it so good. So I feel bad for him that every year he has to deal with that. But I know it's part of the, you know, occasion. We can't do nothing about that. Maybe if he hangs out in the middle of the forest and he doesn't hang out like any of the sides closer to the properties, he won't hear it so much, the fireworks. I don't know. Maybe, Buck, that's what you should do. You should hang out in the middle of the forest, not close to the edges of the forest. You finished? He ate all his corn already? Guys, look at that. He finished all his food. And I put 1 scoop of corn in there. The apples. The butternut squash. I mean, no, the apples he ate out of the bowl. What am I talking about? Well, I put the butternut squash and the strawberries. But you know, Buck, he loves his dinner. I feel like he gets definitely more excited for dinner because he knows he's getting more food. He gets more food. I always try to give him a big dinner to make his dinner bigger than breakfast. I know they say it's good to have a big breakfast, but he does have a pretty big breakfast. I would say his breakfast is pretty big because he has 2 apples. Sometimes, depending on the size of the apple, sometimes I even cut 3 apples for him. And then I spread the peanuts inside of his bowl, right? Come here. You going back in your bucket? You have a couple of kernels left in there, corn. And the squirrel over there is eating bread. Or no, corn, actually. This is going to be a quick video, everyone, because my father-in-law is watching the baby. My baby's a little fussy. I know my father-in-law, he can handle my baby he's like a champ. He's good with my baby. Sometimes when I leave to go feed Buck, my son will be hyper, wide awake, and I tell my father, like, good luck, like he's up. Then when I get back in the house, he's sleeping, and I tell my father-in-law, I'm like, damn, how did you put him to sleep? Like, wow, he was so wide awake. And he was like, yeah, he fell asleep. So, like, my father-in-law, believe it or not, he handles the baby really, really well. Like, you know, I never worry. I feel bad, like, when I think about my son being fussy. I feel bad even leaving my baby with anybody. Not because I don't trust him or anything. It's none of that. It's just, I feel bad leaving a fussy baby, you know, with somebody. Because my son's been fussy from teething. Oh, he's been teething so bad. I found these teething drops that my cousin, she gave to all 4 of her kids. And they're all organic. I ordered them from Amazon. Kind of works. It calms him down a little bit. So I'm assuming if he's teething now, he started teething at 3 months when he first turned 3 months. Now, in a week and a half, he's going to be 4 months. So I'm hoping his first tooth pops up either the end of July or like August, I'm hoping. So like his mouth calms down a little bit, you know? I hope so. But I heard sometimes babies could teeth for like 3, 4, 5 months straight before a first tooth pops up. I was like, oh, damn. I was like, so the poor baby is going to be in pain for a while. I've been giving him the teething toys, the cold teething toys. I've been doing that. So I've been trying to, like, you know, keep him comfortable. What happened, big boy? You listening to everything? You're so cute, Buck. I'm sorry, guys. All right, everyone, I'm gonna get going. Actually, my son is due for a bottle in a half hour, so at least I'll go inside and get things done and then go feed him. I will be back tomorrow morning with another video. I'm probably gonna post the video a lot like earlier than I usually post it, because I usually post my videos around like 10:30 a.m. sometimes 11, depending, like, you know, when I'm done with outside with Buck, like being with him. Then I go inside and then I post it. So but tomorrow it's going to be a lot sooner. Like, I'm going to post it a lot earlier. I'm probably going to post my morning video at probably like 9 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Because I'm going to be out here really early tomorrow. I'm going to try to give him a really early breakfast. So then he could have an early dinner. And it's, you know, his breakfast and dinner at least a few hours apart. Because I don't want to feed him where it's like 3 hours apart from each other, you know. I want to try to give him dinner a few hours later where he's not eating so much food in, you know, so little time. I don't want to do that to him. I never do stuff like that with him. I usually try to keep his breakfast and dinner separated from like at least a few hours apart, like 4 or 5 hours apart. All right, everyone. So enough of my rambling. Hope everybody has a happy 4th of July. I know it's not 4th of July yet, but, you know, it's tomorrow. I know some people are probably going away. Or some people are just going with the families and friends. I'm going to be with family. And then my family is coming this weekend, Sunday, because I have the baby's baptism. So I'm excited because my sister, she's going to be meeting my son for the first time. And my niece. My mother, my brother, they met my kids, my son. I was going to say kids. I only have one. Look at me. You hear me? Kids. No, one. My son. Yeah, so I'm excited because I told my mom the last time she was here, the baby was 1 month old. So now he's 3 months going on 4 months, and he's more alert than the last time my mother was here. The last time my mother was here, all the baby did was eat and sleep. Literally, he kept his eyes open a little bit and then he would fall asleep. He wouldn't even smile, nothing. Now he smiles, he baby talks. So it's going to be, I told my mom, it's going to be a big difference, you know, this time around of her seeing him. All right, everyone, so I'm off. I'm going to go inside now. Are you coming here to give me kisses? Let's see. Are you giving me kisses? Are you giving me kisses? I'm not spraying you. I'm not going to do nothing to you. He always thinks I'm going to do something. You're so funny, Buck. He gave me a kiss from far away. He's like, no, you're probably going to try to spray me or do something. Baby, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not gonna spray you. All right, everyone. That was funny how he did it. So I will be back tomorrow morning with another video. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but I just found it so funny how he looked me from like far away. All right, everyone, have a great evening and a good night. And me and this big boy will be back tomorrow morning, which will be on 4th of July morning. Ciao for now.